Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is a special edition of the Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be an intriguing matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Miami Dolphins.
Coach, playoff fever has immersed South Florida as we are at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here come the Browns for on offense. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick in the 2018 draft, the Oklahoma Sooner, Baker Mayfield. First carry for Nick Chubb. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid game in that play.
From the 29, Mayfield. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Of course, he's coming off that monster game in their wild game, but that's his first catch here in the divisional round.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And let's run his defense.
Anthony Barr almost defies description at times. He's built like a defensive end, but he plays outside linebacker and does it quite well.
From the 38, Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 27-yard line. Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. And he'll take it end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick, 27 yards. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
This is at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They'll be led out by the final pick of the first round in 2018 out of Louisville. It's Lamar Jackson.
Mike, 44. Stop your whining.
Play action. It's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. And here now a look at the Dolphins' offensive unit.
An excellent year, obviously, because they got the open week, had the bye. But the one thing you always worry about, the rust factor. And I had a coach say to me one time, when you have that open week, you often think about scrimmaging so you're ready to go the next week, but you know you can't. So you cross your fingers and hope your guys are ready to roll.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Jackson. And that is elite. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. That'd be ideal.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And a cut to the right and some open field here. 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Johnson, 73 yards. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line. The throw here caught by Devontae Parker. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. To throw again is Jackson. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Jackson and the offense come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. Open man is Galladay, complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. This is McCaffrey. And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a 2nd straight play. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Jackson. And it's complete. Hooper. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On the ground, McCaffrey. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Again, and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
To throw is Jackson, and this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They run with Howard. He'll be down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Second and 5 now. Jackson's got Hooper on the short connection. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Jackson on first down. And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
That's a really alert defense there.
And he is it. Touchdown, Miami. Taking it in from 4 yards out as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. On that sideline, they're saying that was more like it. The first down run went backwards, that time into the end zone.
And I like their little bit of courage in play calling, too. Because after an unsuccessful run, especially one where you lose yardage, you oftentimes go right to throwing the football. They came right back with a running play, and it paid off handsomely.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Now Johnson. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47. Johnson on the counter. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Mayfield. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Mayfield now. He finds his target, Beckham. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, 30 yards. And the Browns have taken the lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Let's make these babies cry.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
It's a loss of 2. Now
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 3rd and 4.
from the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. Wide open receiver complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Now Jackson to throw on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
You ain't doing nothing today. Switch it.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Running from the gun, Johnson.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. He finds his target, Fuller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down. A couple of 1st downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Completes this one to Meredith. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down. 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 42-yard line. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. They go with Chubb on second down. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 33. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Action, 2 minutes to go on Divisional Round Weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful Divisional Round Weekend. Screenplay, Johnson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 19. Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku. That'll bring up 2nd down. Right when he released that throw, it's going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on position.
And he is in town, Cleveland, from 10 yards out. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it's capped off by the Browns' touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jordan Howard and the rest of the offense heading back out there. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement. Down on the scoreboard, maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game, will they? And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll drop it off to McCaffrey. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Jackson now. And he will find his man on the outside. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Jackson. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Looking again that time for Amari Cooper. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 18. So it's on to halftime of this AFC Divisional Round matchup as we send you up to... And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the 2nd half. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the 2nd half of this AFC Divisional Round. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He's got Hooper on the short connection, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Now a run with McCaffrey, and he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. That will be Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 27. Field, it's caught, Beckham. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Off the draw, here's Johnson. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Again, it's Johnson. And he is going to be sold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
It's a loss of a yard.
Mayfield now from the 50. That's complete to Meredith. That hinges, he's brought down at the 41. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. It's caught by OBJ. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. And now Mayfield. Incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
I'd have to say they're feeling like they are in rhythm right now. Things are in sync, aren't they? Team's winning, got a nice little margin on the scoreboard, completing some passes, and they just complain for a 1st down there to the tight end.
Over the middle to Beckham. He's got the 1st down. Boy, he was dynamite in the wild card game last week. He hasn't disappointed in this game either. Mayfield now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Delay of game, offense.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Looking for Johnson that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. On 3rd down, Mayfield. This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get their part.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Jackson from the shotgun. And for his first catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. 4 From the 40 now on second down. Jackson, credit that breakup to Greedy Williams. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Cooper's got it. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. Jackson now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Mackenzie Alexander in on the tackle. They'll get this out in a hurry to Parker. And he's going to be stopped up right of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it'll be third down. On third down, Jackson. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time they got when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. Now, this is an example of offense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Set, 180. Choose the mic. Hey, pick your game up. What's that?
Delay of game, offense.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe.
That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
A gain of 11 brings up 2nd and 4.
Chubb on the counter. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 44-yard line. On the ground, it's Chubb, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. On 2nd and 9, Nugget Beckham. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 28. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Back now in Miami. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. Mayfield off the play fake. It's complete to Fuller. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it.
A run for Nick Chubb. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Anthony Barr in on the tackle. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way, lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. Mayfield looks to throw. He's got Fuller. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's third and goal. Now Mayfield on third and goal. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, wow, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go, and that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off.
Yeah, it seems like they've been running uphill all game. Elliott good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it 4-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And several days ago, you and I talked with a couple of guys in the meetings about how big is home field advantage? And they kind of downplayed it a bit, but I think we're seeing here today, building up this lead, looks like they're going to win. Why home field advantage in the divisional round so important?
Yeah, they may have downplayed it, but we could also sense that it was important to them because nothing has to change. Sometimes when you're going on the road, you may have to even leave earlier in order to get acclimated if it's going to be a tough environment against the team you're going to play. So being at home is a big deal. But now they know, at least they feel like it, they're moving on to there'll be no better feeling. They'll get that 24-hour rule in. Enjoy that before they look forward to the next opponent.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And finding the tight end, Hooper. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. To throw again down. Jackson, the open man here, Renfro. Jackson and the offense come up first and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the start the drive. Here's Jackson to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. So line of scrimmage still a 39 on second and 10. To throw is Jackson. Throwing again. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 12-yard line. Play action. It's Jackson. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Beckham and the Browns set to take over again. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
At the 32-yard line.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. Here it's 3rd and 3. Mayfield down. Screen play, Johnson. And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line. Chubb, and he's got this down to the 35. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
They go to Johnson again. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. This is 3rd and 11. Gets it to Meredith complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would because we're confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory. Why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
53, Mike 53.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Jackson on 1st down. Looking for Cooper, that's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Oh, there's that man again. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And on 2nd down, Jackson. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Check 52 to the ball. Check 52 to the ball. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this.
And again, it's Chubb. The tackle there by Cravon LeBlanc.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A gain of 4. And it's third down.
On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And that play went nowhere. 36. Fourth down now after a loss of 2. Their coaching staff, they were pretty adamant beginning of the year. Our goal is to get to the Super Bowl. Well, they made it to the playoffs. That's part 1, but they fall a little bit short.
And to me, once again, it exemplifies just how difficult it is to not just make the playoffs,